Hello, everyone, and welcome to your monthly readings. This time it is for July. Jen, why don't you tell them about it?
Yeah, so each month we are doing a awesome card reading. So here on YouTube, you're gonna get 6 cards. We're gonna do 3 each, and then on the membership page at Twiller Lifestyle, you're gonna get a full 22 card reading for the month. To really just kind of break down what the guides have for us for the month of July. It's super cool.
Awesome. And we actually have bonus
Yeah,
bonus
we're gonna do
pulls.
some bonus cards this time.
Yeah.
So for what we normally, like I said, have the 6 in the beginning. But I got a card deck for my birthday and I just have to share it with all of you because I
Jeez.
absolutely love it. And so we decided that we would each do an extra card. So that's exciting.
Definitely. Definitely. So let's get started then, shall we?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. All right. So let's see what this one has to say. So this is the Gateway deck. This is like an overall card. So it's kind of a great way to get started for the month of July. It's like a theme that comes through. So let's see what the guides want us to know for the month of July. Oh, apparently it's that one. Oh, igniting courage. So we're going to be jumping over some hurdles, but with ease. You see how easily she's jumping over those hurdles? So we're going to have courage this month to jump over hurdles. I am strong, valiant, and courageous. So it will be a fast-paced month of July, which is odd for a July, don't you think? Usually
I don't
July is
know.
like a lazy summer day kind of thing, and then we've got this one, which is like fast-paced.
Is it fast paced though, or is it kind of just able to be? Right?
Swift.
Like,
Swift is the
yeah.
word I'm getting. So it can be swift, not fast-paced, so swift. So things may be
Yeah.
swift.
Well, and to be
Igniting
able to just
courage.
kind of go with it, right?
Mhm.
Whatever that
Awesome.
means.
Beautiful. And what have you got for our next one?
Very cool. So the first deck that I'm doing is the Healing Waters one, and what I got actually was it's the Water Carrier, and it says what really matters, reflect and reprioritize. And so this is really cool, right? Like you're talking about this kind of fast pace, but there is this kind of movement, right?
Yeah.
Or change. And so we're moving towards something. And I think this card is kind of saying, like, really take the time to figure out what matters for you and what you want to put that energy into as you move into the month. And it's really cool too, like the water carrier. Um, what comes to mind is, there's a story I read years ago, and I'm sure it's gone like over Facebook and all of that, of the person who's carrying the 2 buckets, and the one bucket has a hole in it, and the other one doesn't. And, they're carrying in, at some point, somebody, I'm going to just mess up the whole story, but basically, at some point, somebody's like,
Okay.
why do you keep carrying the bucket with the hole in it? Like, by the time you get back, there's no water. And the person's like, yeah, but look at the entire path. Like, where I carried it in the water leak, there's flowers and all of that is growing and everything. So, this kind of idea, too, of, what it is that really matters to us and reflecting on that and reprioritizing is also going to have a benefit for those around us if we're willing to, carry whatever it is that's coming up for ourselves and allow some of that to kind of spill out or spill over um, into whatever our experience is.
And so what I would say that experiences would be this is the abundance deck, and it's talking about partnerships today.
Ooh.
So partnerships. So I would say that experience bubbles over into allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources.
Ooh.
So there's someone in your life who's going to help you with those hurdles, right? Help you with those and help you benefit from the water spillage, right? So just like there was an unintended consequence, or maybe an intended consequence to that story, the partnership, right? It benefits both people because she got water for herself and she also watered the grass. So partnerships can be that way as well, right? So you're giving and receiving. It's really an exchange. So partnerships for exchange for this month.
Interesting. So the next gate, the next card is the gateway of light activation. And I got Seraphim's gateway. And so it's interesting too, because this card is about, you know, that kind of guidance, like that angelic guidance, right? And so it says voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support, right? And it's so cool. So, you know, in the write-up, it says, visualize yourself immersed in golden light, then say, thank you, mighty seraphim, for blessing me with your loving presence and for supporting me in awakening the angelic qualities I have within. Right? It's such a beautiful reminder that, you know, as we're moving through all of this, we're not going out and finding ourselves. We're not going out and changing ourselves. We're going in and bringing these things that are already a part of us forward. Right. And so it's just such a neat thing to see, like, as we're talking about this transformation and the support, that what's really happening is this unfolding of what's inside is going to be coming forward.
And that's interesting with the partnership card, because it's saying that each of that people in that partnership have their own skills and stuff, right? And so they're bringing out those skills, each person, and finding that synchronicity between them. Very cool.
I love that.
So this month,
so much from each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
So the crystal this month is Kambaba Jasper. So grounding, but it's also heart chakra.
Oh,
so it's about, you know, bringing in a grounded kind of love, the kind that you would have in that partnership. Right?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So the next deck is the Radiate Joy deck, and it's a spiritual card. I have all the answers within me.
Apparently your computer likes that. Gave it
I was looking at the card, so I missed it. It says, I let go of control and allow simplicity into my life. Right? And such a beautiful, you know, piece too, because as we're talking about this kind of, you know, reorganization, and even in relationships, like, we complicate things so much, right? So
Don't we? Yeah, definitely.
we're having this like beautiful summer month of, you know, being able to really enjoy and bring all this stuff forward, and, you know, bring some simplicity into it, and, you know, recognize, like, okay, if I'm, you know, overcomplicating things, I'm going to take that step back. How can I bring some more simplicity in?
Yeah, absolutely. And so we're going to do the bonus now, right?
Yeah.
Bonus one. Okay. So the bonus deck that I chose this time is the Archangel Michael deck. And so let's see what Archangel Michael has to say for July. He's taking a minute. Okay, there we go. Oh, well, this makes sense. Be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth, then let source take it from there. So look at that, though. Remember, we're talking about support. Look at the hands on her shoulders. A lot of angelic support. You know, supporting you to be honest with yourself, to be authentic, to really feel into those feels and get the messages that are required for you to do that inner work and bring those skills forward, right? Yeah. And trust.
When we look at, well, let's get into that. So the card deck. So excited.
This is her birthday deck.
The Wisdom of Hafiz. So it's another Sufi deck, because, you know,
Because it needs to
straight
be.
up my alley. Yeah, and so the card that I pulled is ask for help. Right.
It's
So here we are in all of this support and all of that, but being willing to actually express that we want that support and that help.
yeah.
It's just a little, like a very little write up in
Mhm.
the book. So I'm just going to go through it because the first part is like an interpretation of a Huffy's writing. So it says, inherent in looking up at the sky or out upon an ocean or at a small stream or upon a flower is in a real way saying, help me be as beautiful as you. Right? And so, really, just taking that and recognizing the beauty that is in all things is also inherent within us.
It is.
Right? We struggle as a culture with vulnerability, believing it makes us weak. But there's a magic in letting people see our humanity, our need. Open up the possibility to be met and aided in marvelous new ways. You are not required to do it at all. In fact, doing it all strips your essence bare and limits the essential kindness that others desperately need to express. The alchemy of creative synergy can be found in this simple recipe. Offer what you can and ask for what you need.
Beautiful.
Right. And I love that too. And, we talk about that, in sessions and stuff with clients. It's, sometimes it's not even about our need. It's about allowing somebody else to help us, right? Allowing somebody else to express their care
Mhm.
and their kindness and holding space for that. And so it's such a beautiful synergy as they're talking about in the card. So
And doesn't that sum up the cards?
it really
You
does.
can't make this stuff up, guys,
You can't make this
right?
stuff.
You really can't. So that sums up our monthly reading here on YouTube.
Here. There's still so much more.
So come and join the community because we're building a community, guys, okay? At twillalifestyle.ca. Join the community, it's free. Come and see the rest of the cards because we got a whole lot more on there. Okay,
Awesome.
see you soon.